Hi guys, it's Becky and welcome to my channel. If you like videos about makeup, beauty, also do some plus size fashion, then please subscribe, please like, as it will really help my channel out. So today's video is continuing my pale person series. So not sure if you can tell, but I'm quite a pale person. Yeah, so it's definitely something that I feel like I've gained a lot of knowledge in. Is kind of like the best kind of products for more fair and pale complexions over the years, especially as a teenager growing up. There wasn't much selection for anybody unless you were a medium skin tone, so like either end of the spectrum. It was pretty awful. So I have kind of like built up like a fair bit of opinion and products and stuff that I do really recommend for fair skin tones, complexions, many different ways you can say it. So this is a series I'm doing on my top 5 from each category. So if you enjoy it, please subscribe. It will also be part of a playlist which will be linked down below and also at the end of the video. So yeah, please enjoy. Okay, so first up is this super busted NARS blush. So the one thing I hate about this is the packaging. It seriously gets super dirty, and I've been waiting for NARS literally for years to basically come out with new packaging so I could get a replacement, but they haven't. So here we are. It is completely busted on the corner. The hinge has completely come off because I travelled so much with this blush. This was the first blush I ever I still have the little acetate NARS in it. This was the first blush I ever truly fell in love with. I think as a fair person, it's often the case that you are scared of blush. You don't want to look like a clown, let's be honest. So I used to kind of like hide away a little bit from blushes, and then I remember I was at an event and like the head of France makeup artistry for NARS was there, and she was like, you have to try this blush, it will look stunning on you. So here it is in the pan. It doesn't look like I've used it a lot, but it is matte, so I actually have used it an awful lot. I think I am almost close to hitting pan on it, and it's in the shade Sex Appeal, so it's not the worst shade name that NARS have ever written, but it's this beautiful light peachy pink, quite neutral I'd say, and you can go not heavy handed with it, but you can definitely not have to tap off all the powder before you use it. I've done that so many times with the blush where I love the colour, but woo, you have to tap quite a bit off. So I find with this one is that you can, if you're in a rush, you don't have to worry. It's really beautiful. It makes you look really healthy, really like fresh, and yeah, it's definitely one that I've not heard too much about on the internet, on YouTube. So hopefully this is one you've not heard of before. So yeah, that is NARS Sex Appeal. Then next up, we've got a Benefit Classic, and it's in the shade Gold Rush. So I actually have it in a mini. You can buy these in Boots. They're normally on a free for, I think it's like £27 deal. And it's actually really good because you can get like a couple of box blushes, maybe a mascara to try some of the Benefit products without spending, I think this is like maybe £25 for the full size. So I got to try 2 other things for around the same price. But you'll see, I really do enjoy this blush. It is completely down to the grid. It is a baked gelée formula, so it is a bit stiffer, and I think that works really well for this blush, because like not loads of powder kicks up. When you get it, it will have this kind of gold overspray with it, but that doesn't obviously go all the way through. It is this kind of like peachy nude blush with kind of just a hint of a gold shimmer in it, and that's what I'm wearing today, and I think it's absolutely beautiful. It just makes your cheeks look so juicy, so fresh, and it also has a really nice scent. It is, I just absolutely adore this blush. I remember I was getting my brows done in Carnaby Street, and a girl with a similar complexion to me was like, oh, what blush should I buy? And I kind of interrupted the sales assistant and I was like, get this one. get this blush, it's so good. I think when I finish this one up, I think I must get a big one. I will say as well, it did come in this, which is the Cheek Leaders Mini Bronze Squad. This came out, I think, last Christmas. This is a mess as well because I adore it. So it's got the Gold Rush, it's got Cookie Highlighter, which will work for fair complexions, and unfortunately I find it strange they've put the normal Hoola in. I think it would have been so nice if they had done something with the light Hoola. I wish they would do these for all skin tones. I think it'd be amazing if they did a light one with the Cookie and the Gold Rush, and then a medium one and then a deep one. But I do actually get use out of all three. I just have to go very light-handed with the Hoola bronzer, but great for travelling. Then up next is a blush by a brand you may or may not have heard of before. It's by Sarat, and it's quite a dinky little thing. This is the full size. Here it is, the full size blush. You get a grand total of 6 grams of product. So I bought this in Liberties, which is a beautiful department store in London. If you ever visit London, definitely go there. I think the building's from Tudor period. Inside's absolutely stunning. But anyway, I'll get back to the blush. So this, I found out, Sarat is a makeup artist, and he does the makeup for Adele. I think you know where I'm going with this. So he actually created this blush specifically for Adele. How cool is that? I've always loved Adele's makeup. She's so fair like myself, and her eyeliner is such perfection, so we all know who does that now. So this is in the shade Dutch S, and it's again this beautiful peachy, and it goes on a little slightly pink as well. It's a really interesting texture as well. Super finely milled. Really interesting. It is a splurge. This isn't a cheap blush, especially for how much you're getting. But if you love Adele's makeup, I never knew that this existed. So it was such a treat. I remember the makeup lady at the counter was so excited to tell me. It's like she knew what to say to me to get me to buy this. But I do really like it. I don't probably wear it as often as some of my other blushes. It is quite similar to Sex Appeal. So if you can't find Sarat available, I know they're not available in too many kind of like retail locations. It's more of an online brand. Then I think NARS one will probably be a little bit easier to find, but I did think this was definitely worth mention just because I just love that it's Adele's blush, and it's so unique, a little bit different as well to maybe other recommendations you've heard, so I thought it was definitely worth sharing. And then up next, got a little cream product. So it's the Glossier Cloud Paint. And you've probably definitely heard or seen this on YouTube, very popular product. So this is in the shade Puff, which is a pink. It's a baby pink, but I don't want any of you to be scared about a baby pink blush. Like, so actually this was given to me from a friend because it was too light for her. And at first I was like, oh my gosh, this is like candy floss or like bubblegum pink, but it doesn't look like that on the skin. I wear this when I want kind of to look Parisian chic. It looks like I've just got out of bed and I look stunning, but actually I've spent about 15-20 minutes on my makeup. It goes on like beautifully, kind of like sheer and glowy. I will say you don't want to use too much product because it does blend out quite a lot. But I really like it. I think it looks really healthy, really glowy, really pretty. I also enjoy the shade Dusk, I think it's called, which is like a nudie peach. But I have showed you quite a few peach blushes. So I thought I'd go for the pink this time. And yeah, don't be afraid of a pink blush, is kind of what I'm saying here. But yeah, definitely give this formula a go. They also do loads of other shades, also slightly deeper shades as well. So if you're wanting to kind of like experiment a bit of colour, could also be a really nice one to try out. And there it is. So finally, it's a bit of a newer product to me, and it's a blush palette. So it's actually Luna Beauty's cheek palette. So this is Manny MUA's makeup line, and I'm not gonna lie, I do love the aesthetic of this. It's absolutely stunning, and while I'm not the biggest Manny MUA fan, I'm not a stan, I do enjoy his videos, and I definitely want to get the, like, I think it's called like Moon Spells or Book of Spells eyeshadow palette for autumn. I think it looks absolutely stunning, but when this came out, I knew I had to get it. No idea why. Like, I'm not normally someone to buy something as soon as it comes out straight away, but I just fell in love with the packaging and with the colour selection. So here it is. And I know what you're thinking, oh, not all of these will work for me. But I think you'd be surprised. Definitely the two here are more suitable for paler skin tones. So you've got Pink Moon, which is a matte baby pink, super buildable, so you're not going to have to like dunk your brush and have to tap it off about 50 times. Super buildable. And then my favorite is I think the Soleil, I think that's how you say it, and it is a peach with a gold shifty shimmer. Absolutely beautiful. And then with Twilight, which is this almost orange peach, and Stargaze, you can tap in and tap off a little bit because they are super buildable blushes. Now I will say the two darker ones, while they are darker, you can definitely use Gravity as a bronzer. It's definitely quite a brown toned bronzer, which I think will look beautiful on dark, like deeper, darker complexions. But for us fair girls, I think we can definitely use this as a bronzer. And then spacey, like, I think you could be super light. Oh, you can see my phone. But you could be super light with it. But also I think this would make kind of a beautiful eyeshadow, like transitional shade. You could even do like a really easy like matte pinky, I love pinky eyeshadow, pinky eyeshadow look and put that on as your shimmer. I just think this is a really stunning formula. I hope he does come out with more blushes and powder products. I was super impressed, and I'm really looking forward to see what else he does. Yeah, that's really all I have to say on this. The packaging is stunning. It has got these like 3D little bubbles, if you can see, like they're like curved. Yeah, I just can't believe how much I like this. I thought I was like, oh god, like I've just bought into a fad, not a fad, but you know what I mean. But actually I've used this way more than I thought I was going to. So I just thought I'd put it out there that actually I think this is quite fair skin friendly, and you can actually use the deeper bronzers for other things as well. So yeah. Okay guys, so I'm going to give you a couple of side-by-side swatches and comparisons. So from left to right we have NARS Sex Appeal, Benefit Gold Rush, Sarat Duchess, Puff by Glossier, and then Pink Moon and Soleil by Luna Beauty. So I hope you found this video helpful. Hopefully it gave you some inspiration on some different blushes out there for us pale girls or guys. So yeah, I hope you found it super helpful. It will be part of a bigger series that I'm doing on my channel. So please subscribe so you can catch the rest when I film them. So guys, hope you're all staying safe and well, and I'll see you soon. Bye.